Hey everyone, and welcome to another Q&A on this channel. This is going to be a pretty casual one, just answering some questions you guys sent me a little while ago. It's just going to be kind of chill. We're going to answer whatever questions you guys got. I won't be able to get to all of them probably, but I will definitely answer as many as I can right now. You guys sent some about Bleach, you sent some about the channel, you sent some about life. So let's just talk about it. I appreciate all the questions and I'm happy to answer them. So let's go. Question number 1. Where the hell have you been? Well, I got really busy with my job, which is I'm a full-time ghostwriter writing fiction books, fiction ebooks for all sorts of different clients. But unfortunately, I kind of had to step back from the channel for a bit just because I was too busy. I wasn't able to read much, I wasn't able to do much besides write, and now I'm kind of figuring out how to balance it all better, so we're back. But yeah, that's where I've been. I haven't really left. Life got busy, work got busy, and I have been writing nonstop, which is good, which is great. I'm glad I can, get paid for my writing. I think that's great. So yeah, I'm sorry I was gone, but we're back, as you can see from the uploads, and I'm happy to be back and happy to be talking to you guys again. We'll start off with the most serious question that I was asked is, why is Don Kanonji the best character in Bleach? Well, he's obviously the most professional. He's the one that understands showmanship. He's clearly the one that knows the most experienced, and he's probably the Soul King. And he's also hilarious. And, if Ichigo didn't get in his way, he would have had that hollow covered for sure. He would have dealt with that without the interference of the Soul Society, who have no idea what they're doing. So yeah, Don Kanonji's the best character. I agree. I absolutely agree. Are you caught up on One Piece? I absolutely am. I have been a weekly reader of One Piece since I was in 6th grade, probably. No, I probably took me a little while to catch up. When I caught up to current One Piece at the time, it was, I believe, Thriller Bark was being released from what I remember. Yeah, so it's been a while, probably since 2008 or so. 07, I can't remember, but I've been reading One Piece on the regular for a long time. It's part of my ritual of my life. I don't know what life's going to be like when I don't have that anymore, but yeah, I'm all caught up with One Piece. I'm very invested in everything, all the crazy stuff going on at Egghead right now. Yeah, love One Piece, and I'm current, so don't worry about spoiling anything for One Piece. I am completely up to speed. So far, who is your favorite villain in Bleach? Probably, Aizen is Aizen. He's kind of a legend to me already. But if we count Mayuri as a villain, which I kind of do, considering how terrible he is to just about everyone, I'd give my vote to Mayuri. I think he's incredibly interesting, and I can't wait to learn more about him. Plus, I think he's twisted in a very entertaining way, so I'm gonna say Mayuri. Do you watch the anime subbed or dubbed? I watch it dubbed. I know for some people that's sacrilege, but that's how I watch Bleach. Because it's my workout show, so I like to be able to listen to it too, and not have to be, if I'm doing sit-ups or something, or crunches, and not fully focused on the screen, I still like to be able to hear what's going on, you know what I mean? It's nothing against sub, but yeah, I watch it dubbed. Are there any other anime, manga, TV shows, movies, books, etc. that you've read/watched recently and enjoyed? Oh boy, well, I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen for the first time with my wife and my best friend, which has been a vibe. It's definitely my kind of vibe. I'll probably talk about it on this channel at some point, but we're 16 episodes in, I think, 17 episodes. I just watched a panda fight a guy who wasn't really a robot, but kind of made it seem like he was a robot. It's pretty fantastic. Yeah, so Jujutsu Kaisen's up there currently. Other things I've enjoyed recently. I've been watching American Horror Story from the beginning. I've never seen it before. So I've watched Murder House and Asylum. Each season's a different theme, which is interesting. I have a lot of thoughts on it. Anything else I've watched recently and enjoyed a lot? Well, I've been reading Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Long overdue. That's been fantastic. I haven't really watched much of the Netflix show yet, but I've just been kind of dabbling in a lot of different things when I have the time. What number Espada do you think Ulquiorra is? I would imagine he is 1 or 2. Because from what we've seen and what I've seen most recently, he's powerful and he's got the vibe of like, not like a final boss, but like a guy that is going to have to be faced probably pretty late in the game before Aizen. So Ulquiorra's got that vibe of like a high ranking. You know, he's kind of unassuming, he's kind of quiet, but he's definitely powerful. So I'm going to say he's either 1. If he's not 1, he is number 2. Where did the name Agamotto come from? Well, I'm a huge Doctor Strange fan. The comics, I like the way he's been used in the MCU overall. Agamotto, if you've seen the movie, you probably remember he has the Eye of Agamotto. Agamotto is a sorcerer in Marvel lore. Very legendary, very awesome. I've always liked the name, and I kind of wanted to have a little tribute to my boy Stephen Strange, because the channel kind of delves into, you know, spookier fiction and supernatural fiction, and my logo with the eye is a reference to Eye of Agamotto, and the fact that all these things that I'm talking about that I watch and read, I'm looking at with my eyes. But yeah, Doctor Strange is a huge favorite character of mine, so it really is a tribute to Doctor Strange and all the spooky shenanigans he gets up to. What's the thing you're looking forward to most moving into the next phase of the story? As far as Bleach, I would say just being able to explore Hueco Mundo is really exciting to me. Like, I've said it a million times, I love the Hollows, and going to their home world and getting to kind of experience what their existence is like when they're not in the living world trying to feed on people. That's a really interesting prospect for me, and we're just starting to get that, and I'm really excited to see all of it. I'm excited to meet all these new characters. Yeah, I would say just going into Hueco Mundo and everything that's inside of this world is going to be really interesting, I hope, and it's what I'm really excited about. If you had the time and the money to do it, what creative project would you want to work on the most? I would love to, you know, if I had the talent, to be involved in some sort of like animated film. You know, if I had the money and the talent to just work on something and make a beautiful animation, that would be amazing. My own manuscripts that I write for like my own novels, if I had just complete money and time to create those quickly and make them as good as possible and then, you know, get them published with ease, that would be amazing. So something like that. I love telling stories, I love talking about stories, so I would definitely be something in that sort of creative space. Which Hollow and Shinigami do you think you could beat in a fight? You have prep time. Listen, I could have all the prep time in the world, and I feel like still most of the Soul Reapers and Hollows would kill me. I could probably fight, his name is escaping me right now, but the Soul Reaper that helped Ichigo infiltrate the Soul Society. He was like the janitor. What was his name? He was super nice. He helped take care of Ichigo when he was injured. I could beat him up. I could probably beat him in a fight. As far as a Hollow, I don't know, man. From everything we've ever seen, even like the most basic Hollows like feast on human beings with ease. So I don't think I could fight a Hollow. Nah, I'd get eaten. Which characters in Bleach are you expecting to have good development, fights, and backstory in the future? My boy Kenpachi better have all of those things. All of those things. I want to learn everything about his past. I want to see him go through so many changes. I want to see him finally like get in tune with his Zanpakuto. For a character like Kenny, he better have some great fights because that man can fight. So yeah, that's my answer, Kenpachi. I want him to have all those things. I want Kenpachi to have everything. I'd love that guy. What did you think of the Yu Yu Hakusho ending? Oh boy. I'll talk about Yu Yu Hakusho on the channel at some point because I love Yu Yu Hakusho. That was a huge anime for me growing up when it was on Toonami. I particularly love both the Dark Tournament and the Chapter Black arcs. The Three Kings arc I adore up until the moment they kind of negotiate and stop the war from coming and instead just kind of give us a much less interesting tournament than the Dark Tournament was. I love the focus on the demon characters. I think that they made a mistake by not including Kuwabara more at the end. He could have been a wild card. There's a lot of behind the scenes, things that happened that contributed to kind of having the rushed ending that it did. I would have loved to have seen the original vision. I would have much preferred to see a real war in the demon realm rather than a tournament. But alas, it is what it is. Overall, I adore Yu Yu Hakusho. It doesn't have the strongest ending to me, but overall, it's amazing. Do you feel that the Soul Society as a whole are quote-unquote good guys? Some of them, I feel like, are good guys. The organization itself, you get bad vibes sometimes. The fact that their head of development and research is Mayuri, who likes to cut people open and study them and torture them, that's a little concerning. And some of the rules and the doctrines of the Soul Society, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'd go so far as to say that the Soul Society are good guys. I think there's a lot of gray, and I think some of them are good and some of them are very questionable. My answer is no. I get too many shady vibes from them, and I feel like there's probably a lot of dark history there. I mean, the fact that the Quincy are extinct because of them, I don't know. I get some bad vibes from them sometimes, especially some of them. But yeah, the fact they have Mayuri with them, that raises an eyebrow or two, I would say. Not Bleach related, but what drove you to start making videos? Well, it kind of is just Bleach related. I really felt like after reading the Memories in the Rain chapters of Bleach, I really wanted to talk about it. It really affected me to the point where I needed to talk about it, and I had nobody in my immediate circle that I could really talk to that would understand what that meant to me. So I kind of used the YouTube channel as an outlet initially, just to kind of get that out of my system, which if you watch my first video, it's just very raw and very emotional at times, where I just wanted to talk about it. I needed to just get it out, and I did, and it's led to this wonderful thing where now I'm talking to you guys all the time about Bleach. So that's what started me making videos, but I would love to talk about other stuff too. I have so many things I'd love for this channel to be able to be an outlet for other things. So yeah, just the desire to talk about stories with people that really appreciate them as well and share similar interests and connect with people. That's really what it comes down to of why I started making videos. Do you think the story maintains its quality after the Soul Society arc? And what would be your wish list for the Arrancars to do in the arc? I have absolutely thought the story maintains its quality so far. I've thought everything with the Arrancars and post Aizen's betrayal has been really interesting and very, very cool to see. So far I've been just as enthralled, if not more enthralled, than I was during the Soul Society arc. So I would say a definitive yes from my perspective. And as for my wish list for the Arrancars, I just want to see cool designs and some great fights, and I'd be fascinated if some of them get great backstories pertaining to their time, as Hollows and how they feel since they've been transformed into Arrancars. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do in this arc. I've loved the ones we've had so far, Grim Zhao and Ukiura. Yeah, I'm very excited to see more of them. Alright, we'll make this the last question. Do you think anybody from Bleach will die? I'm sure of it. In a series that is all about, life and death, and we're absolutely gonna see some more deaths. I can't believe Momo's alive. I thought she was a death. No, I'm sure we're gonna see some pretty dramatic deaths in the future. That's real. That's what the story deals with. It deals with grief and the afterlife and moving on, and yeah, I'm curious to see who's gonna go, but yeah, I'm sure people are gonna die. I'm sure some beloved characters are gonna die. But we'll see. Okay, that wraps up this session of the Q&A, guys. Thanks for listening. Hope this wasn't boring. Just getting back into the swing of things, but I'll probably answer more questions another time. There were still questions I didn't get to, but I'll see you guys later. Hope you have a great day. Bye.